is good? What is poppin', everybody? My name is C.
My name is Notion. What's good?
You're damn right it is. Welcome to episode 45. Caron Sank. Motherfucker. I'm going to say it in Spanish. I forgot what 40 is.
No idea over here, mate. 45.
45. What is it in German, mate?
45. It's 45.
Okay, so you say it backwards. You said 5 and 40.
Yeah.
Correct, mate.
Oh, German fuck. We got Dan in the building. He's joining us on the screen.
What a do, Dan. What a do, Dan.
Man's in the building. Look, guys. I don't want to fuck
He's got a pretty face.
Much. He does have a very pretty face. And look, do you know who else has a pretty face?
Justin Bieber.
Your mum.
Yeah, Mum does. Mum's beautiful.
Also, Mum. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mum's the best. Mum actually
your mate
got runner-up for Miss Australia, or was it Miss Victoria?
It was Miss Victoria back in 1969, eh?
Are you sure?
I think it was, honestly, like...
Actually, she would have been...
She was in grade
18.
12.
She would have been 18, yeah. Damn, look at that. So Mum's hot, so we're hot. Ah, it was good.
That's where we get it from. All right, moving along.
Before we even get to Bieber, because this is about, honestly, if you guys saw there's going to be a more funnier Bieber title that we'll come up with as we go.
I know you've been so excited for this episode, dude. You've definitely had a stiffy since last Monday, haven't you, mate?
Notion, I have. I've been rock solid, but Notion has been dealing with a lot this week with the Bieber stuff, and we're also doing some Headie One stuff. So Notion, I just want to apologize off the rip. I'm sorry. Because
I'm a soldier, mate. You know, team player. I'm out here for the boys, out here for the podcast.
You poor fuck. So,
well, I brushed him today, so it might be a bit easier to bear it.
First of all, I'm on the Molo again. What the fuck is it? The THC Bevo. You know what it is? The one that tastes like beer.
That's fantastic.
What's yours?
I love that. I got a real beer. I got classic Truth Serum because I had it in the fridge, thanks to Uncle Matthew.
What a champ.
And if you haven't visited Rorschach, go and get our collab, the BAOS Cherry Ripe Decadent as Stout, Cherry Chocolate Milk Stout. Get it through your face, man. You know?
It's bloody beautiful.
Drinking that.
I love it. And what lolly you got there, Dad? Dad has a lollipop.
A friend gave me the strawberry lollipop.
Oh, is it just straight sugar, or are we talking like?
This is just straight sugar, and this is just
straight shugs.
Straight shugs.
All right.
So a
Fair
friend
enough.
there?
Yes, a friend.
But, okay, I didn't even think about that. And Tiff was like, no. I was like, oh.
A friend gave me it. Gave me a lolly. Nothing else.
Man's got lollies, isn't it?
Man's got lollies.
Can you tell me anything?
Yeah, nothing to say. Nothing to say. Innocent super.
Alright. We'll find out about that. Speaking of lollies, today was very hot here in Montreal. It was like 17 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think this might be, tell me you guess who this is. Rob Green. Shouts to Rob. He said, the strut looking like a boss. Boom Cakes FMC. Who do you think that is?
Robbie Green from fucking high school, mate. What a sick cunt.
Oh,
big love to Robbie Green, mate. Pretty sure.
No, it's...
Pretty sure that's...
I just told somebody that it was on, and the person who talks like this is not anybody that is by the name Rob Green. What do you think?
Pretty sure it's me, mate, from school, mate.
Why would you know FMC?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like...
If I told of your mates, who's actually, it's my mate too, but I know this individual through you, there's not that many people that know the FMC. We're not even going to go into it here because it's a...
Yeah, that's true. And the thing is, that doesn't make sense. I totally got it wrong, man, so I've known.
Clint.
Shit, you can't.
I know, I was just having a bit of a chin lag with him on Facey.
He's a beautiful cunt, by the way.
He's a fucking good cunt. Anyway, it was hot today. We went for a wander. Dan was out. He's like, oh, I'm going to get an ice lolly. Do you guys want one? I'm like, ice lolly? Because we talked about this last time.
Ice lolly.
And I was like, you mean an icy ball? And Tiff's like, you mean a popsicle? So we were all arguing
conflict
what it's called.
So
right? I wish I had that noise. That'd be a good noise to have. If anyone has, what do you guys call? Oh, Craig's in the building. Now we're going to get some bias because it's really just like where you're from. What do you guys call
CV
a popsicle or an iced confectionery thing that you have during warm times to cool down? That's usually sweet and flavored and shit. You know?
Has like syrup flavor in it.
Yeah. So obviously it's an icy pop. We all know that, but other people might
obviously
know different.
We call it ice poles. We don't use the Y. Icy poles. It's ice poles.
It is a bit corny, isn't it?
It's a bit weird. Icy pole.
The
That's not
ice
like
lolly
big
seems
stuff.
weird to me because a lolly is that, like candy.
But it's just an ice version of this.
I mean, technically you're right.
It's
For some reason, it's like, why would you do that? Why would you call it
because it's not lolly. It's
that? It's an ice
lolly.
lolly. I mean, I want to hear what the people them have to say,
But
but we know you're wrong. But yeah, the people them have to let us know. So it's up to the chick.
Icy poles all day. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? No. All right. All right. Gonna be bringing COVID.
Also, some people call like a chocolate ice cream a fudgicle.
Yeah,
when
that's
it's just
pretty
a
funny.
fucking
And then the
chocolate ice cream.
creamsicle.
like a paddle pop, for example.
Mm.
They call that a chocolate
I
paddle
don't
pop would be a
think
fudgicle
anybody-
in North America, which is
Yes. No one knows what a paddle pop is here. I would imagine.
well. I'll just stop talking about paddle pops, mate.
No, it's okay. I'm just double checking. So, okay, Ice Lolly, that was funny. So this week we have, they don't look like that, they look like that.
They look interesting.
That's like a rainbow flavor. Put up the rainbow flavor paddle pop. Hey, fucking.
Ooh,
Oh.
hey.
I'm gonna lick off an air horn for random.
Represent for everyone.
A what?
Twister.
I guess that's that kind of that other thing you just had.
Yeah, but it's like the best one. Like,
I don't think we have that exact. Not the
yeah,
wow.
fucking go.
What are you gonna call it? Ice Lolly? Wow.
Twister ice cream. There you go.
Oh yeah. I
These
think
are
we have
the
that
best
exact
things
brand, Twister.
ever.
Do you remember Twister Nosh? They're just like the little circle, the thing that's like a
Yeah.
hot dog. on
Red,
a
blue, and
stick.
white.
Yeah.
This one, the one that on the picture isn't, but yes,
Green.
that's what I'm thinking of. The
Yeah.
red, blue, and white joint. Hey, that shit is
Yeah.
lit.
Hey, classic.
Man's up in spring. Oh yeah, shout outs to spring, by the way. It's the first podcast in spring,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
make some noise for spring.
You should give us the boing noise because it's like springing up. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Fuck.
Yes, third day of
We need
spring.
it.
What are we into? Fourth day of spring? We're having a
Latest.
nice time in spring so far, guys. We've got double digits in the weather.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful
You know?
thing. We out here. It's now officially winter. Can eat shit and die. It's gone.
Yep,
The-
catch count.
The weirdest thing, I don't know if we talked about this, and obviously we're trying to make this a weather podcast, but it's fascinating how, because stop me if we talked about this last week, but since we've been in Canada now, it's 10.5 years about for us, the weather has been, you know how like you've got this date to this date is summer, and this is spring, blah, blah, blah. Like it's
There's
never
like a
been-
distinction with the seasons.
There's a
There used to be, yeah.
there used to be probably back in the day, and then whatever the fuck changed, whether it's climate change, global warming, just more, air pollution, air travel, all this crap that's fucking up the game. We normally would get 2 to 4 weeks maximum of fall from when it goes from summer to a little bit. You can wear like a nice jacket for like 2 weeks, and then the leaves are pretty, and then it goes straight to shit town winter.
Straight
On
to
the
shit
other
town.
side, it goes shit winter all the way. Like we've been here and it snowed in May before, and it goes
Mhm.
almost like straight into summer. So like right now was this weird time when like March 20th or 21st, I think it was the 20th, yeah, was the first day of spring, which was
Mhm.
Friday or Saturday. And
Saturday.
Saturday, okay. And we actually are getting this like time, and it's like it's honestly really weird but really cool. And I think this year we're seeing the results of last year and the lack of global movement and like the pollution. That's my guess anyway. Like there's not as many cars on the roads, not as many planes in the sky fucking up the game.
Yeah, the Earth got the chance to heal for a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. So I'm appreciating being able to like you were just saying, those people were wearing like riding bikes, but they're complete like topless, like shirtless in the park.
Yeah, there was one motherfucker doing that.
But
But like,
still,
yeah, like
that's
people
wild.
are in their shorts and getting their skin out. It's like anything double figures and everyone's getting their tits out, especially because I live near the beach and like go down there and everyone's just got their legs out or something. Like people are really, and then you see someone look like an Eskimo still. So some people like love it. Some people are just like showing up, and then there's others that are totally sensible. And I wear like a windbreaker when I ride, even though I've got a t-shirt on underneath. Like it's still fucking cold, but it's beautiful. Sun kills it. So every cunt and his dog's been out on the weekend, man. Never seen so many people on the bike trail at the one place I went. It was out of control. It was like people in sand are lava. Just got to keep away from them, mate.
Yeah, man, it's
That's the game we play.
yeah, it's
You can't go on
it's gonna be
sand because it
tough.
fucks your bike up, and if you go near a person, they've probably got COVID. So like, everything's lava. That's the game.
That's how it is. That's a new
That's
bike
it.
game. Cunts are fucked. All right, so this episode we won't shit on too long, because we have
We true not.
a bunch of stuff to go through. It's actually one of the most jam-packed episodes in some time. So Basically, let's take a look. Where do we want to start? Do we want? Okay, I'm going to run it. I'm going to give you guys a couple options. So basically, we can start with the versus battle. We can start with topics. We can start with the lyrical breakdown, or we can start with get it in ya. Then the music. It's a big one.
I'm feeling the battle maybe first.
The battle?
I guess battle works.
Let's do a battle.
Yeah, fuck, I can just switch it up, mate.
I love it. I fucking love it. So Saturday evening was the latest versus battle between Raekwon the Chef and Ghostface Killah of Wu-Tang Clan. Fucking legendary. They were in the same room. Oh man, it was so glorious, and they really came through. We already knew on paper this was going to be dope. It was just obviously they're from the same crew, and the love that they were showing. Like even like Tiff was watching it with me. She doesn't know jack about Wu-Tang or anything. She just really loved. She was like, man, they're just so like positive in the way they interact with each other, telling each other. They don't see that a lot with like I don't know older school rappers. I guess,
other OGs, yeah,
yeah, because it's
they got that real wisdom.
Exactly, and you could tell. Like even at the end. They were like, hugging up. Ghost gave Ray a kiss on the head, and I was like, man, that is
saw that.
The message. It's such a beautiful message, and it only stood out because I guess we're not used to, rappers from that time. Things weren't as open with, talking about.
That is so manly, and from such a hard beginning, they don't really open up and show like love like that. But they were telling each other they love one another throughout the whole fucking thing. It was so dope. Yeah.
It was very, very
and they were just, complimenting each other, whether it be like, they're talking about how sharp your sword is and like, pen game and how nice they were dressed. And so it was just compliments upon compliments. And it was just like, they were giving each other their flowers like the whole time. It was fucking sick. Yeah. And they were backing each other up, obviously. And there's a bunch of the songs they got together. So that was pure fucking just hip hop royalty with such a good message, and it was just great to see.
Yeah,
legends just going in. They were getting a little lit, but they weren't getting sloppy. Like who got real smashed? Who's the one that there was a lineup where Jadakiss got.
Yeah, Jadakiss got
so
lit.
they didn't get that lit, so it was good. They could keep it together, and it was just it was a good display of brotherly love and crew love, and they were just fucking jamming out. And we were texting each other during it. I was jumping out of my seat, screaming at the fucking at the TV. It was great, man. Screaming lyrics, yeah.
It was super good. Another weird thing, yet good thing about it, it started like dead on time, and I couldn't believe it because this was the rap one.
Man, I logged on at 8:12, and they're already a couple of songs in. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I ended up
so that was surprising but good.
Yeah, it was very cool. And I was texting you because I thought you might have checked in early, and I think I got in 2 minutes before you. So I caught the end of the first song, and from what I understand, I don't think I missed anything in the end. So I was pretty happy about that. So maybe I'll run through the songs, and we can just say if we've got any thoughts on any of that shit. I didn't even score it because they're both winners.
No, obviously they both win, so fuck.
Yeah. All right, so they started with Ghost started. This was the first 10 was Ghost versus Ray, so Ghost first, Raekwon second. Ghostface started with Special Delivery, the GDAP song, the remix with his verse, and then Raekwon did Skew It on the Barbecue from Outkast featured him, which is a fucking glorious track.
That's a banger.
Then Ghost did Ghost Dini. Raekwon did 10 Bricks. Quick note: I feel like Raekwon really went into the
feature bag.
They both did features, which I really appreciated, but they went into like deeper album cuts. Like Raekwon had like one of the most classic albums of all time, but then he did songs from like Immobilarity and like Cuban Links 2, the shit that I'm gonna be honest, like no one really gives a fuck.
They weren't huge hits.
Yeah, you could have just done Wu projects and like Cuban Links tracks, and it would have been fine. But anyway,
a rap.
Just a note, because some of these, I'm going to say the names, and most people, I couldn't even tell you what they were from. I had to Shazam probably 70% of this, to be honest. Also, because I couldn't remember names. I was like, I know the song and I knew the words, I just couldn't remember the name. So there's shit like that.
Man, so many of the title names, fuck me. The song names I forgot, so yeah, trips me out.
I'm glad it wasn't just me. Did you watch this?
Yeah.
No.
What's your problem? I didn't even know it was on.
Flipping hell.
I didn't even know it was on.
Are you well?
I'm very well. I'm too busy.
Hanging out with that Sheila, right?
No, I was too busy on PlayStation.
Yeah,
sorry.
All right.
Just pressing them buttons, fam.
Right. Ghost did Fourth Chamber from Jizza, which was I love that song. Waska Blue. Where's water wet? Where the joy?
Water wet.
Shit. Fuck, I love that shit. I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah, dude, I'm just getting amped just reading the song titles. Fuck.
I know, so good.
And I was
House of
lit.
Fire Days.
I was getting lit as this happened too. So
Oh man, I was a
screaming.
few double IPAs in. It was definitely a scream ting. Yeah.
Yeah, Tiff was
We texted each other. We were texting each other in capitals. It was definitely real.
I was like, oh, he feels it. He's feeling it like I'm feeling it.
It was
So I
all
was like,
good.
Okay.
Perfect.
Fourth Chamber versus House of Flying Daggers. And this
That
is
was
when it
huge.
started getting real.
This is when I started getting out of my
I
seat
stood
screaming.
up. Ghost did Mighty Healthy versus Incarcerated Scarface as fuck off.
See, that-
Can't. You couldn't even call that shit. If you had to call
You
it, how
can't.
could you even call that shit? You couldn't.
I
Get
don't know.
It's disgusting.
Which one do you know more words of? I don't know how
Incarcerated
you actually
Scarface. I don't hardly
split
know
that down
Mighty
the
Healthy
middle.
words. I know
Oh, I
way
love
more
Mighty Healthy.
Raekwon lyrics than Ghostface lyrics for sure.
Interesting. Yeah, I was obsessed with Supreme Clientele, so that kind of was to
Yeah,
tell
you played that more
But yeah,
than I
fuck.
did,
That that lineup was like, oh shit, my
Yeah,
fave.
I
So
think
that was
even
untouchable.
I agree, and I think even if you go all the way to the end, that was the best pairing of the entire thing as far as like
Yeah.
impossible.
There's definitely a wad blown at the start, but it's like, oh, they got so much in the bag.
Yes.
Like, okay, this is fine.
I was
This
like,
is
what the
fine. It's like,
fuck
oh my
you doing?
god.
Like, why are you doing this shit
Because like
now?
as soon as the sample happens, I just screamed and ran from the kitchen and was just like started like turning it up and fucking
and then it was just like
stupid, bro. Fuck
right?
me.
Then Ghost did Black Jesus. Raekwon did Live from New York. Ghostface did
Mm-hmm.
The Watch. Raekwon did his version It's Yours off the Woo. Ghost did Impossible, which he also is a Wu-Tang song too, right?
Mhm.
And Raekwon did 100 Rounds. This is where shit got lit.
Oh yeah, because it started. Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost did Shoshayla Ghost, and then Raekwon did Ice Cream, and fucking
Oh,
Capadonna
brought
came out.
Capadonna comes out.
I kind of thought Method Man was gonna come out.
Me too, to do the hook.
For the hook. Because
Yeah.
D'Angelo just brought him out. And I was like, wow, he's doing 2 back-to-back verses. That's amazing. But
then when I saw what got announced, which we can talk about later, I realized this is why he wasn't on it, because
that's
they got
why.
yeah.
There's another one that I didn't write down, so whatever that is, maybe pull up the verses Instagram because I forgot to. I did it and I got distracted. Then this was also sick, and this went Tiff because Tiff only
Super cool.
like New Godflow from Kanye shit from the Cruel
Yeah,
Winter.
Yep.
Or was it Cruel Summer? Which
Cruel
one was
Summer.
it? Cruel Summer. And then Raekwon did State of Grace remix, and Ghost did Nutmeg, and Raekwon did Criminology, which was
Oof.
good. But
Such a
New
great
Godflow was
first
sick.
round.
Okay, yeah, hold that up. That's they didn't. Oh, there's another one before that. That's what I want. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. So that was
Yeah,
the
as
first
soon as
round.
New Godflow came on, all I could rap was Pusha T's verse in my head. I couldn't even
Yeah.
think of what Ghostface's fucking verse sounded like until he's like, get the light on, shine the light on my wallabies. Like, well, that's the only kind of thing I remembered. Everything, otherwise, it's not really a noteworthy verse for me.
No,
Even though
but
he's
it
a
was-
fucking mad cunt.
He had to
but
be
that
on it because
song-
of the Mighty Healthy drums.
Yeah,
Because
of
that shit
course,
just
that was his joint.
Killah. So that was the first round. We were like, Jesus Christ, like what the fuck? And they took the break. So it was interesting because they did
Wardrobe change.
the wardrobe change and Ghost is
That was so funny.
hilarious. Comes out in the
Ballin'.
fur coat, and he had the
Minking.
the 2 color wallabies and stuff, which was sick.
Two,
it was funny.
split in the middle.
Tiff told me, or Tiff, my girlfriend, I guess I'll talk about it. Yeah. Her dad actually, unironically, wears wallabies, like because he's a Jamaican.
Amazing, because
So,
he's
yeah.
black
And
guys.
I'm like, I always wanted, like, we were obsessed with them as kids, and we just like, I don't think we could even really get them in Australia because they had this.
Well,
Yeah, she like
they
blue
were-
cream.
they're so wide. They're such a big fat. Oh, not a big fat. Like it's just a big wide sort of shoe. I couldn't when I've tried to wear them. Like I could
They didn't
fit
work out.
lengthways. It's just like the
Ah.
wide sort of set thing. So I was like, I have to wear those Explorer socks, mate, to get them in there, eh?
Get that. In. Then you're not gonna look fresh as Fuck, it's tough. It's tough.
Oh man.
So round 2 started really strong. Raekwon came out with Cream. Oh, sorry. Now this was Raekwon versus Ghost, so the other way around. Raekwon did his verse from Cream, and then Inspector Deck came through and did that, which was fucking sick. And Ghost did Holla, which is a fantastic song
Yep.
as well.
Classic.
Raekwon did, and this was interesting. You mentioned this before, Notes, where you said that they've been on a lot of these songs. They were both on, but they didn't do both
Yeah.
their verses from each song,
Mm.
which would have been sick. Ghost, I think Ghost was on Cream anyway. Like he would have done his Cream one, or he's like, and he didn't do his Ice Cream verse. I don't think, or did he? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't remember. It
Either
was
way,
kind of a litty situation
would've
by
been kinda
this
cool.
point.
Yeah, it would have been pretty. Yeah, pretty nice too. It would have been kind of cool to see that keep going. Raekwon did Rainy Days remix, and then Ghost did Daytona 500. That was another joint. It's like track 1 of Iron Man, and I knew the words, and I'm like, what the fuck is this song? I just couldn't remember for the life of me the name of it. Like I know it's like
the name of it, yeah.
Something about a car. This was
it's actually funny because Bob James is the jazz artist that made that song. I think it's called Nebula. Oh, yeah, the actual song, and then on Tracklib, which is the sample library online that you can have subscriptions to, make beats from, blah blah blah. They have like a Ninth Wonder beat battle competition with Bob James samples because of Daytona 500, and then breaking it down to that jazz sample. So then they have this whole thing going on. So yeah, that song's fucking fire, and
I love it.
Just good beginnings. Anyway, mate.
Slapper. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's good little tidbits here.
Fun facts.
So Ray came through with Glaciers of Ice, and he brought out Master Killah, which was really cool. And
that was cool.
That was dope. And then fucking Ghost did Run, and that I was like, yeah,
the
Jada
song.
I really thought Jada was might have come out. Oh, fuck, I love that.
That would have been insane. There should have been like full leather jackets everywhere.
Yeah,
guns, motherfucker.
Fuck, I love that song. Fuck. Then speaking of that shit, then Raekwon did his verse from John Blaze. I was like, he's gonna bring Fat Joe. Oh no!
Imagine if Fat Joe came out.
Oh,
any of them.
Oh, I really hoped Fat Joe was going to come out for that one, to be honest, because like that's a classic.
At this point, I was like, this is like so live. This is probably one of the best like peaks for this like 5, 6, 7 song run. It was fucking stupid.
Insane. I was like creaming my pants. I think Tiff was like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like,
what's wrong with you? Yeah, my missus was like, nah, mate, you're fucked.
She's like, yeah, just all right, let him go.
It was good times.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it was. Then Ghost did It's Over to John Blaze. And this is when it started. No, then Raekwon did a song called Yayo, which I remember vaguely. I can't remember which album it was from. I think that was in Immobilarity. And then Ghost did One, which was so sick.
One?
But what?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Raekwon did Rich and Black, and Ghostface did Back Like That. I forgot about that.
Neo. Huge.
I'm like, wow, what a like, man, that's how fucking sick cunts these guys are, man. And this is when they start to get in the R&B bag for a bit coming up, and you forget.
That's true.
That these dudes are. They could rock an R&B record as hard as any of these other
diverse as fuck.
I'm like, I honestly, and I thought about it, and I really feel like that it was the Wu-Tang MCs period of a reason I used to always
top tier
feature on. Well, yes, but I also wanted to feature on R&B songs. I liked being the feature rapper, and I worked with a bunch of singers and stuff. And I think because they didn't change who they were for the song. They still gave the same delivery, the same shit, the same street shit. And we're going to get to that in a sec because they started coming in. But this was where they started to introduce that vibe. So that was dope. This one, then Raekwon comes through with Verbal Intercourse, and they played it from the start. And I was like, oh, fuck. I thought that I was like, no, this is coming out for sure. Because that's one of my favorite verses of all time.
Of course, yeah. All time.
Like, I would have cried probably, but alas, it wasn't to be. Then Ghost did Never Do the Same Again. It's okay. You can't have it all. Then Raekwon did Cash Still Rules / Scary Hours. I forgot about that joint, which was a slapper. Ghost did Summertime. And this is where the R&B shit came through. Then Raekwon did the Freaking You remix, which I forgot about. It was on the B-side to the CD single that I have.
Okay.
Like Jodeci, classic shit. And then Ghost did the Gonna Love Me Tiana Taylor remix and did his verse to that. And that's what really reminded me, because I listened to all these other songs, like, okay, yeah, sick. And then I was like, oh, hang on a second. They've been doing this. And these guys arguably, I'd like to hear otherwise, but arguably invented the, like, from Meth doing All I Need. And stuff.
All I Need.
And even though that was his song featuring her, like, you know what I mean? Like,
just the grimy hip hop feature on the smooth butter R&B song. Yeah.
Like, maybe they did
good balance.
Because I'm even thinking about Mary doing What's a 411 remix album that had like Biggie
Craig
verses
Mack,
and like
Biggie.
Craig Mack, exactly, like enough verses. So maybe they didn't, but I feel like they really owned it, or they took it to a different level. Like none of those rappers on Mary shit like diluted. But anyway, it was just a nice little thing that popped in, right? Then
what up?
Raekwon did The Game of Rock. Ghostface did his verse from Can It Be All So Simple, which I totally forgot about that song for some reason, even though it's a 36 Chambers classic, which was dope. Then Raekwon did All That I Got Is You, which was fucking sick. Because that one should have
I cried.
Yeah, that was so beautiful. That one should have been with, I think it was against Never Be the Same Again, which was the Ghostface one with like Mary on it. Was it Joy?
Heaven or Hell? No, wait.
Nah.
No, sorry.
Yeah, Ghostface Killah, Mary J. Blige. All They Got Is You. Yeah, so I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah.
Oh, but Raekwon did his verse from it. Unless I had this backwards and I was lit.
You might have got it back.
I think I'm just lit. Okay, so don't worry about it. Well, either way, Ghost did that. Then they did Heaven or Hell. And then they started to kind of go off a little bit. Ghost did a new song.
They played the new songs, yeah.
I think it was called Ugly. I couldn't find it anywhere. Then Raekwon did his verse from Triumph. And because Inspector Deck was there, I thought they'd bring him out. Because I was really lit. I wanted to hear that video. And then...
Man, I haven't seen you that lit to like want to rap a fucking verse in front of people. That will be quite the scene.
Fuck yeah, I was pretty amped. And then Raekwon did another new song with like an Aretha Franklin sample, and the beat was fucking killer. So that was that versus, and then they had just they were talking in between. They were giving a little like, yo man, we're in the studio. I wrote this in like 8 minutes or something like that. Like, fuck, like, which is basically a freestyle, really, I guess. But
that's right.
So it was just really cool just to see the mutual respect, the love, the wisdom, the accomplishments, the humbleness or humility. Just they just all seemed happy to be there, and they really enjoyed it. And they rapped basically every song. Sometimes they forgot words, and they're like, "Yo, man, I forgot all the words to this shit, man." And they were like, just there was
being real was so
super
good.
Real. And I think it was like in a world where so many people are, not that anyone on Verzuz has been fake or anything at all, but like, I don't know why, I just felt really authentic, and I just appreciated it, and it moved me a lot. I was like, and I saw other people, because you and me were like, man, I'm fucking tearing up on this shit, man. This is just beautiful. And that's what happened during D'Angelo too. But I saw dudes on Twitter say the same thing, and I was like, okay, I thought me and you were just lit and being emotional fucking dickheads, but like,
no, it's
people
just
on
nice.
Twitter were just like, for Shawn was saying that too.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
he's a gangster.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo, man, like this is important because I'm like, this is why we're here. Like, I saw him say that, I'm like, yo, I feel the same. Like, this means more to us than I think people could ever know. Like, not just us, but like the people who were there when all this stuff was out, and this is what raised us. This is the music now. Like, this is our Travis Scott for the kids right now. Whatever. Like, this meant so fucking much to us, and to see these
that's what it is.
That's
what it is for sure.
But they didn't just like, they influenced us to move to another country, the other side of the world, to go through a lot. We're still proactively pursuing rap because of shit like this. So, it's dope. It was just very cool to see, and that it was valued, and I appreciate what Verzuz are doing with this, man. It's fucking crazy. So
and it's actually today is the day since Verzuz started. It's been a year since it began.
Really? They didn't fuck around when they got this. This was the very first one with Tim and Swizz, right? Yeah,
exactly. That was apparently today. So
interesting.
Fun fact.
That's very cool.
Full of fun facts today, kids.
You really are. You're fucking this episode. If we're not about to talk about Bieber so much, we would call it.
I mean,
so the next 2 verses have been announced. Could you pull that up, please?
Yeah.
Dan just had that there. Okay. So now, I heard on the Joe Budden podcast, they were sort of guessing that the reason why the D'Angelo one, they go, it feels like a greatest hit. You know how like people do like a greatest hits album, where they do like a compilation of stuff to get out of a deal, to fulfill a thing. They go, the D'Angelo one felt like a final thing fulfilling a deal. And then they sold Verzuz to Triller, and this was the first one on Triller, so now you can't watch it via Apple Music. The reason I was late was I was on the screen, I was like, where the fuck is
like sign up?
Yeah, I was like, where's Apple Music? Where the fuck is it? Like, and I was like, then I went on Instagram and saw you had to go to Triller, so I had to, there's no Triller app, I guess, for the TV or nothing, so I had to, like airplay it, but, it's the new way of doing it. It was fine. It was a little annoying that I can't just watch it on there now, so I have to figure that out for next time, but it looks like...
Yeah, I watched it on Instagram. I was like, fuck that shit, I'm not signing up now. I was already late. I saw they were rapping on Instagram. I'm like, fuck that, I'm not going to do this right now.
That's fair. I guess it'll be worth it for the next one, though.
Yeah, because then I can put it to the big speakers and have a nice little party.
A little bit nicer. So basically, they've got the next 8 planned out, it seems. and they blurred out 6 and kept the next 2. So
Yeah,
the
cheeky.
next one on April the 4th on Easter Sunday is the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind and Fire. So the aunties are coming
Amazing.
through, which is
So
very cool.
gods.
So I'm definitely I'm just looking forward to that. I don't really care, but I do fuck with both of them, and I'm curious.
Definitely gonna chuck that on the background and fucking see how she slaps, mate.
Yeah, exactly right. But the real one that we're excited about is actually going
Whew.
down on 420. On April
420.
You tell them, Nosh. Tell them who it is.
Yeah, mate, the gods of smoke rap. What do you call them? Just like
Yeah.
when you think of marijuana and you think of hip hop, you think of these two cunts, Method Man and Redman. 420 versus. It's going to be absolutely disgusting. You should give some air horns for that one.
Yeah, you're right. Air horn, you want an air horn?
Smokers come out. Everyone's going to be burning down a fat one, and we're going to have a nice time.
Mate, what day of the week is that one?
I have no idea.
April 20th. It's 10 days from there. Probably like a Wednesday. That's my guess.
That's a good day to have it, mate. Fuck it.
A Tuesday.
A Tuesday. Ah, it's my drinking day. I can do it. Hey. Hey.
Oh, hey.
I love it. So, that's the verse. What time are we looking at? I'm trying to keep an eye on this. We'll hit 30 minutes.
9:15, champ.
No. The length of the episode.
Oh.
All right.
My bad.
So, do we want to go Bieber album song by song breakdown, or we keep that to the music section? Because that's happening. Do we go through the lyric breakdown of a song that we talked about last week, or do we go the topics?
We can do some topics.
Topics?
I'm down for some
Daniel's
topics.
choosing topics. We're going topics.
Why not?
All right. I have.
Topics.
I put the Bieber album under this one just so I didn't forget. This is
Truth.
very important.
The most important thing.
Because this is a Bieber extravaganza. I mean, this is a week we've all been looking forward to. You know, it's why we're breathing this week.
Basically.
We've been blessed with more Biebs than we could possibly imagine. You know, so.
I just
feel
named the
like-
episode Bieber Extravaganza, just so you know.
All right, put that there because I like that one. I
It's
thought
there.
about something like that. I was going to see if we say anything funnier as we go along, but I like that one. All right, let's do some topics. So a couple topics that I have here. I don't know if you remember, Dan would not have been born, but there was a basketball player, white dude, who was like 7 foot, named Shawn Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
had
do
an
remember him.
accident and was paralyzed, which is extremely sad. Like as a someone who's an athlete for their life, for most of their their prime.
Yeah.
He had a car accident or had an accident left him paralyzed. It was a car accident. So
It sounds like he was riding a bike and got hit by a car.
Oh my god, a block from his home. Oh come on.
Yeah, it's some
and
fucked
he's
up shit.
paralyzed. Oh, that is just. And he's
Tragic,
7'6", and he had a
That's a
traumatic
big boy.
spinal cord injury.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure we have his upper deck cards, dude.
yeah, that's what I know. I love sports, but like, it's just fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. As a kid, he was definitely on the, what was that fucking show we used to watch on Saturday morning? NBA Action?
Yeah, that's not what NBA action. Was that
Yeah.
where they did
NBA Action. Fucking
And they-
Rama Whamma Ding Dong.
that?
Right?
That was
Shakalaka. That was.
no, that's
NBA
NBA Jam. Close
And I was
enough.
I'll just chucking
Oh,
them in
you
the
could-
basket, mate.
Okay, let them know. Sorry, I thought you got it confused. Hey, 'cause I love video games and sports, right? That's what I live for.
Of course, that's all you live for. That's all you do.
That's all I do. So that's fucked up. So, shouts to him. Hope everything is okay. And,
Yeah.
I don't
Fuck.
know. I guess it's not okay. It's fucked up.
It's not, yeah.
Next Friday or the following Friday, I don't know how far away it is, probably the following. Bandcamp are waiving their revenue share Friday, April 2nd. So just a heads up on
2nd.
that. If you want to support independent artists, come through. Carpet, they don't take their 30% or whatever it is, the cut they take. They've been doing this basically every once a month since the start of the pandemic, which is just very cool, very selfless, and it helps at a time when a lot of creators probably wouldn't be making as much as they used to.
The hurting, yeah.
So
It's
that
good to
was
see
really
coming from a big company,
They've done pretty
It's
well.
good that they're being consistent with it as well. Like, fuck, they could be like, do it 1 month and then fuck yeah. But they've been doing it every. So that's good,
every
man.
week. So love. So those are the two
That's why I
things
bangs.
I had. I bangs with Bandcamp heavy.
Thanks with Bandcamp.
What's the Krispy Kreme shit? Free donuts all year to everyone who shows a vaccination card. I saw that. I don't know.
Get fucked. Trying to get cunts fat or what?
That's what everyone said. That's what everyone was saying. They were like, "Yo, is it trying to like everyone's struggling to stay active and keep weight off and stuff, and that's what make man's fat."
That's my immediate thought. Is like, get fucked. That's ridiculous. Why would you give people free sugar fucking circles? That is ridiculous.
They're pretty good, but we had some for Dan's birthday.
They're so good, but like, I mean, man,
yeah,
you can abuse sugar real quick.
Yeah, you really can.
That's not a good thing to entice the peeps. You should get free celery sticks.
I like that. I like it.
You know,
with some peanut butter,
fucking
some
carrot,
organic
mate.
almond
Yeah, peanut butter, some fucking chewers, whatever you need.
Mate. Fucking, you put cheese on celery?
I have no idea. I just threw it out there.
Just saying food groups.
Yeah, I'm just saying things, dude. I love lamb.
Don't
Okay?
change.
Okay. Love you.
The Yeezys are lit, by the way. The Yeezy, I took them out. Do you know what? Check this out. So,
Okay, you took them outside. Break it down.
Yeah, but this is how it went down. On the weekend, it was great weather. Like the last few days have been really dope. So on Saturday, we went up to get a coffee. I had to do something, so we went up to get a coffee, and I was like, "Oh, should I wear the Yeezys?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know." It was like the first nice day. I think I was a bit worried about the snow and shit or whatever, just like the melting stuff. I don't want to fuck them up.
Snow.
So I was like, let me just rock, because I was like, I don't want to wear boots because it's warm enough. Let me rock some sneakers because I haven't been able to wear them. So I just rocked like some other Adidas ones. Like they're drippy, but they weren't Yeezys. Like they were, half.
They weren't full drip. There was like 75% drip. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I'd say 75%. They're definitely drippy and they're cool, but So I rocked these ones. I go into the fucking cafe, and lo and behold, there was a gentleman there with his girlfriend. And do you know what he was wearing? Notion and Daniel.
Same fucking shoes.
No, he was wearing the 380s. The Yeezy 380s, and I was like, fuck, he's going to think I'm poor. I didn't have my Yeezys on.
Oh my god, see?
And the cunt, right, we went outside, and him and his missus happened to sit down and just enjoy a coffee. But we just went to sit down for a second, just enjoy the sun. So I sat there, and I opened up the GOAT app, and was searching the 380s so I could see if I could find what colorway it was, and I couldn't even find his colorway.
Oh my god,
wow. So I don't know if he got, I was like, the cunt's probably got fake Yeezys. So I don't know. Either way, I felt very...
You should have said, oi, mate.
No, I didn't want him to look at me.
Should be like, fair enough. You should have just decked him and took his shoes.
No, I don't know. I don't want secondhand shoes.
I'm just kidding.
They were kind of like that.
No.
The alien? Yeah, they're kind of like that. Anyway, yeah, they had them with the white bottoms. I think they might have been. When are they out? Are they out? 5 or 8? Anyway, so then the next day I rocked them out. And I didn't see anyone else wearing Yeezys. I don't know if I feel like I got that. I think that's what he had.
You feel good again?
I felt good. I definitely felt good. I feel like I don't know if I got my props. I feel like people didn't really acknowledge the Yeezys, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so anyway, I just wanted to bust them up, but they went well. We did a nice long walk, you know what I'm saying? I kept it drippy. They were sort of. I was out here. There was enough mans around, So
as long as you had a nice time, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that was really all that matters. I wanted to just let you guys know because I thought you did.
I do know what I mean. Like,
thank you so much. Do we have any more topics aside from the Yeezys?
I have 3.
All right, right now.
Ooh, I'm trying to check my notes. I don't think any.
Yeah, Zack Snyder re-released Justice League.
What?
The Justice League movie. He re-released.
Who did?
Zack Snyder.
Who's that?
He's a producer.
Okay.
A movie producer.
And I really don't know any much about.
So basically, the Justice League is the Superman and all that. So they released it, and
is that the other cunts that aren't the Avengers?
Yeah.
Okay, what?
The shit
the shit ones. Yeah. Yo, I saw like a preview for one of the movies. Was whack as fuck.
Wow, I love it.
The initial one that was released, basically. It
was, the shit ones.
Yeah, the shit one.
Yeah, so it looks so whack.
The first one that was released was half directed by Zack and half directed by someone else because...
Why did you have a half?
Because Zack's daughter passed away, so he had to drop it, and then they let someone else, and it was apparently kind of like the Wonder Woman movie, where it was like, is this a different producer? And yeah, so he re-released it, and guess how long it is, the movie? 4 hours. 4 fucking hours. I want to guess. 4 fucking hours. You guess. But yeah, 4 fucking hours.
So we watching it?
I've downloaded it. I don't know. I'm bracing myself.
What streaming services?
I don't know. Actually, don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I downloaded it. I don't know. I don't really want to sit through 4 hours of that. Apparently, it's not bad. Apparently, it's all right. That's the thing. Like, if it's 4 hours, I want it to be the best 4 hours of my life.
I'm not trying to watch
4 hours of all right. Apparently, it's like loads of slow.
See, like watching like Lord of the Rings long extended cuts. That's fucking dedication right there. But that's actually somewhat interesting. Also, if you're into it. But like fucking hell, it's a long time to dedicate just A, sitting down, and then B, watching something. Fuck me, that's actually got to engage you. Struth, that's an effort. So
not happening.
Crazy.
Probably a hell nah for me, mate.
Okay, so no shit version of Avengers,
basically.
So that's
Quavo and Saweetie.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
Which was interesting. I don't know. I think he cheated on her. I was just like, she
tweeted or something.
Yeah, she
and said some stuff, and then and now he was giving affection to other women, or sharing it or whatever.
Yeah, she was just like, I don't want to do this anymore, basically.
Yeah, she wasn't having it. Which is fair. And then Mans was like, and then he responded, sort of like he was disappointed the way she released it or whatever the fuck, or wrote it out or some shit.
Interesting.
And then they said that he repossessed the Bentley that he gave her or something, but he didn't. Yeah. That was like a rumor, so I don't know, everyone was like, people were clowning Migos, so like, man, you motherfuckers are just like taking all the L's, like you're just such cheap ass dudes. I mean, like Cardi's back with Homeboy, but like,
oh, they're actually still,
they're still together, but like, who knows until the next time he fucks up. But then everyone, I don't know, all these dudes, Jay cheated on Beyonce, so then like, what hope does anybody have? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. That is very true.
Sean says, Injustice the game is lit to play.
So that's a Justice League video game.
I thought you better explain that to me. Okay, I was about to ask.
It's a video game. It's like Mortal Kombat. But
what up, Sean?
So it's basically Mortal Kombat made by the same people, but with superheroes as opposed to like Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
Oh, and Man's just fighting.
But it's still like gory, loads of blood and shit. Like it's actually lit. It's a sick game.
Mortal Kombat's dope. I love that shit.
It's sick.
Okay.
And the final one is Kylie Jenner. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I didn't see the details, but I saw the headline.
Yeah, so basically her I think his old makeup artist got hospitalized, and she set up a GoFundMe for him. The goal was 100. Yeah, the goal was 120K, and apparently she donated 5K.
I mean, I guess you don't have to give everybody.
I get that, but it's just like, aren't you a billionaire? Like, if he's actually your boy, isn't that you're a billionaire?
Yeah.
Morally, wouldn't you do that? Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
It's hard to know. I don't want to stand up for it, but it's hard to know unless you're in that position.
True, very true.
It does, on the surface, it sounds pretty fucking bad. Because I would like imagine when you got that sort of money, or at least a reasonable amount of money, and everyone is probably asking you for shit all the time. True. Like, I imagine that you would be not super inclined to.
But this guy apparently is her old makeup artist, and he had a bad car crash, and he needs brain surgery.
Oh, so it's like some serious.
So it's like serious stuff. It's not like, oh, we're just gonna give you 100K when you.
So he's not but like usually someone like her, she would work with people who've got mad money because they even get in her world because they've got money, or they're like YouTubers who are getting guap or whatever. But obviously not. What was his name?
His name is
not what is not was. That's terrible. Sorry. I said was.
Yeah, I apologize on
Thank you.
I'm trying to find his name.
Can I guess?
Samuel Warder.
Okay. Is he just say he's a makeup artist?
Yeah, that's what it says. He's not even like famous. Like, he doesn't
shit. Oh, it's because pictures of Kylie come up. That's Amanda?
I guess that. I don't know if that's him. Maybe.
Okay. That's fucked up.
That's what it says. Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. So a little bit fucked up, but I don't know. It's hard to know what you're doing.
True. Very true.
I can imagine being annoyed if Khan's always asking for money and shit.
Oh, 100%.
Like over time, and so like I don't know. It is pretty serious, but like it's almost like I don't know. I feel like it just puts you in a rough place. It's not really fair. Okay, that's fucked up. Shouts to him. Hope he gets better.
Yes, 100%. And that's mine was over.
Okay. Just I don't know if we're gonna. This is too much. I was gonna go YouTuber thing, but who cares? Nosh, do you have anything?
Yeah, I said one small thing. Did you see the like Drake posted a video, whereas like if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be no me, and he's talking about Bow Wow, right?
Yes.
And then Soulja Boy tweeted, he's like, that dude Drake is hilarious. Dude stole my whole bar, then thanked Bow Wow, and then on the actual, there's a the Instagram handle, the Shade Room, that had a little post about it, and Soulja Boy commented Drake with all the question marks and exclamation points. Like from that Breakfast Club interview, which was fucking hilarious. Yeah, when he was all like in the Kappa jackets or whatever.
And he had the it was like a Fendi Gucci like
a headband thing on. He's a funny cunt. So yeah, he was just like, he stole my whole shit and then thanked Bow Wow. So that was a funny tweet. And someone drew like Bart Simpson / Justin Bieber. I showed you that.
Yes, that was great.
And that was other than that, that was just kind of like fun little things. You love Biebs, had to share that.
Yeah, Biebs. Someone turned Bart Simpson into Biebs in the Simpson style's genius.
It's perfect. Yeah. It's on that puberty meme page. So,
yeah,
Instagram page, exactly. So
album, Justice.
That's a good segue for old JB, mate.
Right? Yes. Should we go into the Bieber album in full and then we just come back and then we can go into?
Do we have to? Is the question? I'm kidding.
Yeah, we fucking have to. Of course.
You cheeky motherfucker.
God. So, we'll keep this separate from the other music because it is separate because it's God tier. Can you whip it up so we can?
It's a 10 on its own.
Right, it's a whole thing on its own. So, Biebs, the God, the King of Canada. He should be the Prime Minister at this point.
The boss of Brantford.
And he's from Stratford, Ontario.
Stratford. He's the sick kind of Stratford. So I had to make some like.
It's all right.
There you go.
Just. Don't ever get it twisted. Okay?
Why do they say Brantford? What the fuck is in Brantford? I honestly didn't know why I said that. People? That's weird. Anyway,
I guess
white people. Yeah, I guess.
Lots of them.
There's a couple of breweries.
Yeah, I think around that.
Yeah.
So Biebs came through with, I don't know what number album this is. Probably like 7 or 8.
Too many. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm throwing it straight away, dude. I'm just gonna fucking.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Guys, be your own. Everyone always says it be your own people. It actually be your own people. Be your own. So,
cheek.
Justin came through with a new banger over the last maybe month or two. He started dropping songs. I guess it started with, he came through with Holy featuring Chance, and then he did the, what was the second one? Lonely. Then he dropped, there's one more. I think I'd heard Anyone. I think last week or something he dropped Anyone or whatever. And Hold On was the other one. So we had like a few singles over maybe a month or two, which was pretty dope. Just going to quickly run through the tracks and just talk about how far they all are.
Okay, I'm ready. I'll put my seatbelt on if I can click her in.
So did you both listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it.
Yeah, I did my homework, mate. Don't fuck around.
Just double checking because it's God tier level shit. The album has how many songs? 16. 16. Okay. Just I could have done with 616, but it's okay. We'll take 16.
I could have done with 6, but
60. 60? Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So first track called Too Much. I think it was a little bit of a. This was a slow jam, wasn't it? It was like a guitar type of joint. It's just coming through. So by the way, I've been saying for years and years that Bieber's gonna pull a Justin Timberlake. I know you're gonna have to deal with it, and he's gonna do this
I'm dealing.
Soulful neo soul kind of album. This wasn't that, but I still believe he'll come with that type of project. What I did want to say, and I thought about this today, the video that he dropped, which I guess we'll probably talk about in the music segment, called Peaches with Daniel Caesar and Giveon, suggests the fact that he's working with dudes like that suggests that he might be potentially moving in their direction. Because
the start of a shit.
Exactly, because this album was still mostly on the poppier tip, but like cool pop, which is cool. It's Bieber, that's what you expected, and a bit more of some slow jams. But I feel like that other stuff might be where he could go, because like he doesn't have anything else to prove at this point. Like, you've done everything, you're good. So I hope that the way he go, but I feel like he's getting closer to that prophecy that I foretold. So
oof.
So he kicks up a bit of a slow jam. The second song is called "Deserve You," which that was a little bit more of a slapper. I listened to it just twice today, and I was like, I need to remember which one I've forgotten already. Either way, I'll move through a bit quicker then. He had Khalid, who I'm not a huge, I don't dislike him or anything, but I'm just not a big fan. The track 3 was a song called As I Am. I think that was a little bit more...
that was okay.
That was pretty chill. I really like track 4 called Off My Face, which was just a sick like guitar kind of ballad. Just a really cool melody. I listened to that multiple times sleeping today, and I was like, yeah, some fucking bangs, man. Loved it. Then he had Holy with Chance. Obviously, it's already been out. That song I've woken up with that in my head every day in the last.
Have you? Oh, that must be so agonizing, dude. I'm so sorry.
No, I love it. I love it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that's good. Good for you, mate.
Sean says, Notion, what are you drinking from left field?
10-cent beer night, brother.
Get that in your mate. What is
Double IPA, 7.8%. She
not 10
is
cents, says it I.
It's not 10 cents. It's I think it's $3.75 at the LCBO.
Not fucking bad.
Not too fucking bad. One day they get some of that red vino. Gonna grab, and they have a pretty good anyway. Whatever. I'm gonna size
yeah,
up
we're talking about beer. I know it's very hard to stop.
Yeah. So 10-cent beer night, Shauno. If I can get it through you, buddy.
Get that in there, mate. Chuck that online order in, mate. I'll get them right out to you. All right, no fucking.
They fully will. They fully will.
All right. Then the cunt takes an interesting move. He did a song called "Unstable" featuring the kid Leroy, who's from around Sydney, and he's this 17-year-old kid
really?
that came up through Juice WRLD. And he does that emo singing shit that I don't really bangs with. Like I definitely genuinely don't mind his stuff. It's not like stuff I would go out of my way to listen to because I'm not emo. But it was an interesting choice because he can't sing like Bieber sings, but he could do that holding a tone like
gives it a crack
and that type of stuff.
Oh, okay, right.
But he's done really well. This dude's had like top 10 hits,
like Fetty Wap kind of auto tune holding.
Yeah. But a little less auto-tuney than Fetty Wap, actually. It's weird because it's that emo. When you hear it, it's really like Juice WRLD. It's like identical to Juice WRLD type of shit.
Okay,
but a little more white boy emo as opposed to, I don't know, what Juice WRLD is.
It's quite niche. I like that.
Either way, I like the song. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit of an emo song, which made sense to have him on it. Then he did an MLK interlude. He actually had a quote from a speech, which was a little strange.
Yeah. It was just I thought it was a good thing to have on there, but it was just a weird, like, oh wow, just a weird sort of placement. Especially like, I thought he would have it at the start of a song maybe, and go into something maybe geared towards or after the speech. But yeah, that was like a weird thing to just like pop out of nowhere on a Biebs album. It's like, I dig it, but like, why is that there? That was definitely an odd question mark sort of factor of the.
I didn't see the point in it because it's 1:44, which is quite long for an interlude. It's just a Martin Luther King speech, but he ended with the word justice, which is the name of the album, so I imagine that was the point, to try and put something that ties it in. Speaking of that, did you all see the clip on Twitter about the TV show Atlanta and what they did?
No.
Oh, sick. Okay, so you guys know how The Simpsons predicted everything that we keep seeing, right? Yeah. So Atlanta, have you guys ever seen that? Donald Glover.
The show with Donald Glover, fully.
Yeah, okay. So
seen like 2 episodes.
Okay, sick. We watched. There's like 4 seasons. I would highly recommend it. It's genuinely fucking fantastic. Great writing, great characters. Stresses you out because people do dumb things. It's awesome. They had a Justin Bieber character whose name was Justin. He goes, "Oh shit, it's Justin Bieber," but he was a black guy. So it wasn't Bieber. And they had this clip that I retweeted. If you go through my Twitter @C4, it's on the screen right there. Go check me out. And basically, like, it just shows him like at a school, and Justin Bieber, it was almost like doing like an apology tour after he had fucked up a lot around the time they made the show a couple of years ago. He was, fucking around a lot, getting in trouble, and so they go, and like Donald Glover's like, "Oh shit, it's Justin Bieber," and he walks down. Then it cuts to him like giving an apology. He's like, "I've changed. I'm moving on." And he goes, "This is a song I'm doing for my new album, Justice." And they were like, they predicted the future that Justin Bieber, keep going. It was a few days ago.
Wow.
And there's actual subtitles, so you don't even have to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, wow, these motherfuckers were.
They must be time travelers or some shit.
I was actually thinking that potentially they did it intentionally. That's it. Because, like, Justin saw this and then took the name of the album from the show. Yeah, so it's like,
fuck, why not?
Real Justin, I'm not a bad guy. I actually love Christ, which he went to do. I guess I've just been hanging out with the wrong people. And it says hip-hop music builds, which is why I want to sing this new single from our upcoming album, Justice. Scattered Cheers. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
So weird. Just amazing. Anyway, sorry, just to quickly detour. Can you go back to the thing? Oh, Twitter feed's pretty fire, though. Should like my Twitter. Should like my purse.
Your tweets is popping.
Tweets are lit, bro. That's where I'm at. All right, next, I'll go a bit faster. This next one's called Die For You, featuring Dominic Fike. I don't know who that is, but he's somebody big. It was cool. I liked it. Hold On, which was that kind of like bit more of a driving poppy beat. Somebody I don't specifically recall. Ghost was cool. Peaches with Daniel Caesar and Giveon was a slapper. He actually did which we'll talk about shortly in the music segment. He did a Tiny Desk, and I liked the slow version of that better. I thought it was like a song that didn't need to be as fast. It was cooler acoustic. Another song called Love You Different featuring Beam. I think that was more of a poppier, like a dancier one. Another one called Love By You featuring Burna Boy. That was a cool joint. Not that Afrobeat-y, I thought. Usually people who work with Burna Boy kind of intentionally go into an Afrobeat song, but he didn't do that, which was dope. And I thought it was a good look for Burna Boy to bring him a bit, like, give him that mainstream look, which is the same. So I said, it's a good look for Bieber. It's a good look for both. It's a good look for Bieber to be associated with people like Daniel Caesar and Giveon as far as who've got cred in that soul world. But it's a good look for them to be on a project that's going to have just such a large reach. Even though both of them are killing it anyway, but it's Bieber level reach. It's not the same thing. They had two last songs, Anyone, which, like I said, I think he released recently, and Lonely. So 16 tracks of fire. Album of the week, obviously. Every song is the song of the week. Video of the week for Peaches.
Every song.
For anyone he's done one for, and also the Tiny Desk. I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to press this little button. So. Thanks, Biebs.
I'll give him around for that.
Yeah.
You know?
Appreciate it. So, anyway, I just wanted to go on that detail. So, it's not every week we get. We actually had a collaboration podcast this week. We'll talk about it after. It's moved it to next week because I was like, no, I don't want to talk about Bieber with them, just in case they don't want to have to deal. I didn't really want to put that on anybody else. I was like, fuck that. We should. But we had to do it.
It's very kind of you, mate. It's very kind of you.
I was like, I think it's really fair to be like, okay, guys, we'll talk about Justin Bieber for 35 minutes real quick, and they might be like, who the fuck is those guys?
Who the fuck is these
Not
guys?
everybody knows. So, all right, that's
Fair
the
enough.
leads. Lyrical Breakdown?
Yeah.
So, we talked about this segment last week, and basically the idea was, this is your idea, right?
Yeah, basically.
Tell me, shit.
So we're going to run through some lyrics and some verses because I think a lot of songs are good and these guys think a lot of songs are bad. That I think is good.
Yeah, so the idea was then is that you show us songs that we particularly would not bangs with. Like, for example, Headie One is something that, a good notion over here is, who do you like more, Bieber or Headie One?
Oh. I mean, I probably think...
Oh, so what do you want to
go with? I see. I adjusted my position. I'm really thinking about this one. Okay, so I'll probably say because I know I've been with Beams more. Headie's like brand new, so I'll probably go with JB, mate.
That's
on this
answer.
one. Out of those two,
that's the answer every single time.
Every time.
I mean,
trick question.
Who's better?
Oh shit!
Trick question, Justin every time.
Yeah, good. So
cheek.
Should we go through the whole song, or just do one of the verses so we could talk about what we...
We could do one of the verses.
Is it hard to get... Because it's the flow that's the problem. Do you know the flow so you can say it?
Yeah, I could definitely chorus. Yeah, I think so.
They kind of got the same type of flow either time anyway.
Somewhat. Headie's a bit different.
It's a bit unique.
Unique.
So... I guess we could just say pick one verse from it.
Yeah, I guess.
You could do the hook as well if it looks like it's a lengthy hook.
This is the...
It's a long hook. It's a long ass fucking hook.
Yeah.
It's like damn near a 16-bar hook. Shit.
It's just that talented.
Everything is super duper slow flow. I'm just like kind of skipping through it.
Right you can hear it. Okay, so you can hear it. So Nosh, you can maybe do it because
I can't hear what you're playing, but I'm just listening.
We're not playing.
Through on mine.
I think if I play
it.
Oh,
there you go.
I don't know if I play it. Just never really works. I could try. Every time I hit where'd you put it? Yeah. Every time I usually try and play a YouTube video, it just makes everything like stutter and shit. So let's see if you want to help be nice to me today, YouTube. Excuse me. Come on, bring the Headie to me. I wish we were able to do all this stuff. I guess we weren't live on YouTube. We could probably play music or some shit. Alright, it's working.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Yeah, I've got the lyrics.
So, do you want me to read them out, or do you want to read them out?
I want you to read it out.
You, huh?
I want you
no,
to
you say it because it's British. It's funnier.
I want you to read it out.
All right. So how we gonna do it? Just so.
I can't hear it, but
no, you can't hear it because I need to hear the flow. Yeah. That was all.
Perfect.
I guess just read the lyrics and we can say why we don't like it. If you just listen to around the same time as I'm saying it,
If there's any British slang you don't understand, I'll just translate it.
Well, that's what I was maybe thinking. You should read it out because
I
straight away.
I just think it would be funny.
Be funny. All right. All right. No, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So. Oh, you played me this before. Okay.
Yeah. I think so. Probably have.
Bad beat. Hang on, because if you read it, I feel like because basically what we could judge the lyrics because that's like a pretty
that's a good metric. Yeah.
Easily like because it's the lyrics and then the flow are two different things. We have honestly, I have more of a problem with the flow than the bars.
Oh, okay.
It's not the bars that I really think are horrendous. He's saying words compared to a lot of rappers these days that like just purist motherfuckers like us.
Yeah. They don't actually say words. Some people, but Headie actually says shit. He actually says words.
Yes, he says words, and they are. I don't know what most of them mean because they're very local slang. But the flow is the thing that Notion and I, when we hear the stuff, we're just like, what is this about? Why? This is the hook.
This is the hook.
Sorry, I thought we were going straight into the verse.
Okay, so the verse. Okay, no, we can go straight into the verse. So we can skip the.
Because that's a long ass. That's probably why he's rapping so fast. Then. Okay.
Oh, okay.
See, it just sounds like a verse. That's so funny. The hook sounds like a room. So, hey, we just started talking about it. We'll tell the people what it's called. The song is by Headie One and RV called No Better. By the way, should we tell people what the fuck we're talking about? Just keep talking like, okay, what are they even talking about? Okay. So, you can check it out. Headie One is a rapper from England. We've talked about him here before. Yeah, okay, let's just do the verse. This is lengthy. Pause.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's almost there.
Oh, okay, nearly there. Okay. Okay, no, you ready?
What's the first line? Man could have
won it.
Could have put on the net. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to try. I have to just read it out because the flow keeps changing.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, man could have put it on the net when gang done chinged up. Shh. Why does he say shh?
Because basically it's
say people to be quiet.
So it's like, no, so what he's saying is incriminating. So chinging up someone is stabbing someone. So he said, man could have put it on the net when the gang done chinged up. Shh. So he's saying...
I thought he was trying to censor himself saying shit. And I thought that was
No. It's because it's incriminating. He's saying that, essentially, that he got someone to stab someone and his name is shh.
Oh, so it's in place of a name.
It's in place of a name. Yeah, because it's incriminating.
And the bros didn't neither. Man just left it to the media. They said I took a L in L. I guess that's Liverpool or something.
No, they said.
But Sh made a W in W. So he's coming back to the name of the person.
Mm-hmm.
What's an L?
An L is.
The second L is a Luton.
So basically, an L is a loss. Yeah. And this place is called Luton. It's actually very close to Milton Keynes. It's like.
I was good.
Yeah, no, right?
You rep for that?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Man's repping for Luton.
No, we don't rep for Luton. Luton's dead.
Throw your L's up in it.
Throw the L's up. But yeah. So he's saying they said it. So basically, this song got released because he got basically beaten up in Luton, and that's how he became all famous on the net because people saw this Headie One guy get beaten up in a uni accommodation. And it was like,
did he?
Yeah, he got banged and he just found it. He was like, and that's why he made this song about how he got revenge on him.
Oh, by a man getting stabbed. Okay.
Yeah.
But that guy made a W in W. What's that?
A W is obviously a win, and in W is in Wood Green. So it's a place in London. He said he took an L in Luton, but he made a W.
So the other guy took a win in another place.
So
why did the other guy take another win?
So Headie took a win in the other place because they say he took an L in Luton.
But he said the other guy made a W. What does make a W?
But he says he made a W. Headie made a W, not the other guy.
But the way that's written is Butch made a W. It's like But Dan made a W.
I get what you mean, but I think it's the other way. It's confusing, but it is the other way.
Right, better raps, isn't
it? Maybe.
Maybe. Anything green get wah, then oh lord. No, the what is a part of it or not really? No. No better. Anything excellent finish mo
Salah.
Okay.
He's a footballer.
This is just really the whole thing is like code.
It's very it's very incriminating.
It's a really fast beat, so the flow in this is mad fast. It's faster than the average stuff I would say from him.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
I'd say so.
So what's anything green? What is what?
Anything green? So
I feel like an old cunt asking someone a question because it's literally another language.
It's very local, so it's kind of like you'd have like a green gang and a purple gang.
Oh,
so
okay.
like, let's say he represents the purple gang. He says anything green get war. Anything green is like the ops. The green represents the ops, and get war is like gets fucked up basically.
Okay.
You get it?
I get it, but it's a strange way of saying it. But
It's very strange way of saying it. 100%.
Okay. And what is so anything
excellent finish, no salad. So he's saying he's kind of inferring to the stabbing as like an excellent finish.
Okay.
And Mo Salah is a footballer who's good at finishing.
Okay.
So he's basically saying I'm so good at stabbing. Call me Mo Salah.
Gotcha.
Cool. That sort of thing. You get it.
Craig's saying it's like a redacted report. It kind of feels like that way, to be honest, bro. Like it's difficult to comprehend. I feel like maybe I don't know if all the songs are like this, but this is a tough read. A tough read. We're getting it.
I get it.
So how man tell me bust my shit only cause they know I'm on. Is that cause?
Oh yeah, only because I'm on camera.
Okay, because they know I'm on camera. They want me in the bin, which I guess is the
summer.
The sun. Well, that's how he says it.
Yeah, he said
Would have been 4 summers. It's so funny the way he draws the. Yeah.
Okay, so it's more like you listen to that then. So, as far as the raps, like none of it seems shit to me. As far as like, it's not like it's coded like you said, like Greg said. It's like a completely weird way of presenting information. But I wouldn't say it's like I'm not gonna listen to it. Like anybody who's not from London or whatever is not really gonna understand what the fuck this is.
Yeah, it limits the reach with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and whilst I'm always cool I'm always like a little reference. I like doing little like random references. I think that's cool because if people really fuck with your shit, they'll go and look it up. But if it's like just a lot of the Aussie rap, I don't enjoy because it's like it's never gonna leave the country. Like no one gives a fuck unless you're there or you're an expat or something like that. It won't move. It seems such an interesting thing, but otherwise I don't think it's like badly written. That's just the first verse anyway.
That's the first verse.
Do any other verses get less weird?
Yeah, I'd say so. First two probably a bit easier to understand.
Okay.
A bit easier to
So the second verse, do I need to listen to it?
I'd say listen to it so you get an idea of the flow.
Okay. So well, obviously I'm not going to sit here and. Okay. So there's a little bit of a gap here. There's a little bit of a chin in the middle of it. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
It's just such a. It always starts the bar late. It's like on the one, boom. Oh, friends doing up commentary. Like it's like you wait to the 2 or the 3 to start rapping, which is fine. But
always
then
so late.
It makes the flow like you're always trying to catch up. Exactly. Old friends doing up commentary. I guess is talking about it, but they forgot that Scotch, which means that guy got stabbed.
Yeah.
See, look, I'm fucking British.
You'll get in there. Yeah.
Then they came over here with the Mandem. We all know that. And just because Abs made Robbery, Abs is a rapper.
Abs is a rapper who made a song called Robbery. So he's basically like saying, you heard this rapper do bad stuff, doesn't mean you do it as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I see where the rhymes are. Okay.
You get it.
So then he's like, everyone do it for the net so much they forgot to go do their job properly. Okay, so people aren't rapping well because they're doing it for the people on the internet. No. So stabbing cunts, killing cunts.
So basically, he said,
cunts.
Yeah, he said, you did this to me at uni. If you didn't want me to retaliate, you should have killed me. Basically, he said you should have done the job properly.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
coming back for that, and then. Okay. That's good to hear that. I should have done this for the first verse. So got done chinged down. So somebody stabbed the other guy. So I imagine the second is the actual cunt. Put one on the wing. I was playing Monopoly.
Wow.
I don't know.
Don't know? Cool. You don't even know.
I just
no, she can do the ad libs. Okay, you can do all the ad libs.
I'll do it.
You'll be playing this like a Migos verse or something. Still see me on an op block open toe.
Wait.
Oh, there's lyrics. Oh, because you're not reading.
Chucky and sliders. I'm doing like.
Yeah, you're doing it live.
I'm listening in like little segments. Yeah, let's go.
I could have put on the net when I had man crashing on Croyland Road. It's a really like difficult rhyme scheme right there.
100%. I agree.
The next line, next bars are fucking hilarious. What the fuck's going on?
That's the hook, right? Notion.
Oh shit.
It's a bad B on the Niz.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Upsy for a scrum. Let's go.
Yeah. What does that mean again?
So He said by being in this, you really think about Upsy for scream. So it means
he's dying. He's dying over this shit.
He said scream is another word for girl. So any Upsy is that uptown.
Like trim.
So do you think I went out of town to go link a girl?
Okay,
basically,
like you.
Not me, no, nothing like me.
Okay.
Scrum sounds like minge. It's just like,
or flange.
This isn't like good puss, man. It's like scrum.
Flange
give me the bottom of the barrel, mate. Give me some craft cheese puss. Not none of this like Cracker Barrel.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's fucked. Scrum. Give me some scrum, you cunt. It doesn't sit nice.
No.
Sorry. I'm drunk now. These 8% beers will send you.
You're right, mate. I'll keep you on track. We're not that far off. Is that live corn? Live corn in the shit. I could have let it in the uni room. Why would you put this in the hook? It's such a weird hook. But I know better.
In the uni room. He says it's so funny, dude. He's just telling you, man. I don't know. His patterns are so fucking. I want to hear his counting metronome in his head. That's how I understand. When the beat's playing, I want to hear what his counting rhythm is, and that all fucking makes sense. It's all over the shop. It's fucking funny as shit. Because I'm doing little segments like we'll talk about a line. I'll listen to it. It's fucking great.
So it's like you're enjoying it. Okay.
Everyone else should just we should share the link in the description, then the accounts can click along. We should do this next time. So the listeners can grab the link up and be like, boy.
Actually, no.
Chuck in the comments, yeah.
Yeah, chuck in the comments.
And we're at 1 minute 43.
There we go.
Right now, or around less than 2 minutes.
There we go. It's popped him in there.
It's just fun to click and pause along. That's what I've been doing.
Okay, maybe I should put some pause along too.
In the
uni room. No, we did that.
But I know better.
No better. He knows
better. I see him get nicked with
like a knife, but he knows.
But I know better.
Next day, got by. Okay, so someone got. We used to say that a lot as well. You're gonna get got.
Got yeah.
By then gang down got down to this week. Come on, bro. It's just getting annoying. They should know better. Is that how he says it?
That's exactly how he says it.
Yeah.
Does he like teas?
Does he like tea? Oh no. Well,
does he like?
I don't think so. No, he doesn't. You'll hear.
Okay, better. He says better. Okay. Now I'm listening to it in the background, so I can kind of hear it. Okay. Then what were we up to? Got by better. Okay. They should know better. Don't see me in the flesh and make man leak. Man do shit for the gram and tweet. Man rise that and skeet. How many? Shush. Let's see.
And the other guy's another rapper. He's another drill rapper.
This is him.
He's very different.
Okay.
But he's a sick rapper. But he's very different to Headie One. If you listen to him, he's like.
See, this is a weird beat. Yeah, it's like a weird beat to sort of rap to. Like it's a strange pattern. It's like a typical trap drill type of shit.
Yeah.
But
it's a bit different.
Okay. So, the question would be, instead of going through his part, we can stick with Headie then. Okay, so then the real question is, Notion, how do you feel now about Headie One after a bit more of a breakdown? You see the flows. I mean, look, you might not be able to explain. You can explain what the words mean, because you don't rap. Like, we could maybe be able to explain flows. Like, listening to what he's doing, like Notion said, I don't know where the fuck the metronome is, like, where he's thinking.
Yeah.
I like that out the box.
There's no pocket, but I definitely like the kind of code rap. It's just talking that real street shit. That's cool. And it's obviously rapping every single thing about his area, and it's all localized and shit. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the patterns, it definitely makes a little more sense. It's definitely a good way to shed a little light, and especially having interpreter Dan to fucking break down some of the, the slang, and they talk shorthand and in slang. So it's like you have to make up a bunch of joining things for it to make sense in your head sometimes. And other than that, man, it's definitely made it better, but it doesn't make him any awesomer. But it makes me understand it more, which is always good.
Okay.
Because I can appreciate it on some level. I already was, but on the next level. So it's great. Right. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Yeah.
It's well good.
That's a good explanation then. It's just an interesting thing because it's a flow, and I think it'll put it in context more. It's almost like, what do you like about? Because I get it because it's such a story song, and there's no similes or use of any sort of super I don't know writing techniques that I could potentially identify. So, if we listen to a rap or just show a verse off, maybe it's something that we know, so we have to hear.
Talking a lot of real facts and stuff, like, talking about things that happen, like this cunt got this cunt, and then this happened, and then that's actually like, can't really story. I mean, yeah, it's kind of, he's talking about real things that happened, it seems. And I don't know, there's no story to it. It's just like this cunt stabbed this cunt, and then we go to that guy. And it.
That makes it harder to turn it into an interesting rap. Story raps are very difficult to actually tell an engaging story. I don't think that makes it shit at all. I think it's like that he's speaking a narrative as a timeline. This happened, and this happened, and then this happened. Like both verses are actually speaking that. But he's, on top of that, it's making it difficult for people to understand. It's like, that's why the genius thing is so necessary. Like there was like 3 massive paragraphs on that first thing about the W and W or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
It was like a fucking, what's it called? Like a Wikipedia on this shit. That's what we should do. We should put the song link and put the genius link for the lyrics for us and everything, so we can all follow through, and we can pop that in the comments so people can follow along as well. But I feel like there's definitely that. So I think it's difficult, and then on top of that, the beat is a strange one to do a story track on. On top of that, so I think he didn't exactly set himself up for a dub. Like I preferred that joint I mentioned off his album, the one about the watch or something with the HD.
Oh.
Yeah, that was dope because it was a different type, a bit more of a slower beat, and it was just like a rap song about them bragging.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed that because both of them had different kind of flows. And this one was probably a little tougher to fully judge him and break down the flows. I don't know if this is typical of his other shit. Is that accurate? In the sound and the way that he raps?
Yeah, no, somewhat. I think he just sounds very different in a lot of songs. He has this, similar flows, but he doesn't always have... The song's really dark, and it's really, like... I'd say the instrument's quite slow, even though he raps pretty fast. But, like, in, like, Parle d'Anglais on Audacity, he's very different. Like, it's really, like... If you play Audacity's, like... He's really quick. Like really fast on the beat, but then if you play like the verse on the Song of Age, he's very different even on both verses in that song. So it's, I don't know.
There's no like typical thing.
There's no typical thing that he would do. He's just really unique drill rapper who sounds very different to a lot of drill rappers. That's.
There's still a drill flow though.
100%.
And that's what probably notion I don't enjoy, and I don't think this was I think as we go over the weeks we'll be able to identify what we don't enjoy. And I think when you
it's maybe how he's always so late, like he's always late and he's always like dragging it on and catch it up and fucking it's always late. Is that the thing that pisses you off? Because like we're more even and more like we like to fill our bars up. We like to come in early and finish late, pause, like whatever. I don't know if that's pause worthy, whatever.
No, definitely pause.
Yeah, so so I don't know, is that our purist shit that's pissing us off? Is that what it is? Because like he's always fucking late on shit, which is stylistically fine. Yes. And like it's like no stress. It's like, is that what it is? Is that something that's like part of the reason why it pisses us off?
I think so.
Or is it I think it's the pocket thing and he's always late. And a combination of that's like,
when you say, I think the pocket, you're 100% because the thing about that is like you think of an MC like Black.
Nothing's even. He has there's no method to his counting or his syllable counts on the beat. It's like all over the shop. It's fucking stupid.
And that makes it
doesn't make sense.
Feel like it's not thoughtful. I think so.
Right.
For us.
Yeah.
For us.
But how does he perform? Can he perform that shit like just like that live, or is it like an absolute fucking mess of shit show? Like, how does he perform that live? Is my other thought too, because like, does it translate to live?
I've seen videos of him do it live, and it seems calm.
Okay.
Like, it seems calm.
Because like, I mean, shit, he must be
like one of those.
Yeah, he must be like those piano players that fucking do all that crazy shit, and he's a mad cunt. So, I mean, if that's how he rolls, then super hats off. But like, I just don't get it yet, and I'm trying to still trying to figure it out. Like, I'm happy to do all these deciphers and fucking chat about it, which is healthy in all sorts of ways. But like, yeah, just learning how he's fucking counting or writing the pocket is just like, it just doesn't seem like normal to how we've kind of learned how to get things done. So I don't know, let's keep deciphering and we'll learn
So
maybe a little
every week,
something
I think
from.
when we do it, we'll be able to point out what
Yeah.
we like about rappers and stuff like that, and then we'll be able to look at that in context. Okay, so this is what I fuck with, and this is what these drill guys don't do, and I really like this, blah, blah, blah. So I think that'll be helpful.
And afterwards, we can write a book about everything. Once we've like captured all of our data, we can collate everything and just chuck it into a book and be like, yeah.
Should taking some notes from this first one. It's okay.
We haven't found book. It's all on video, buddy. We can
there
just.
You go. Good fucking.
Zoom.
Jeez, I always forget about that. Craig says, "Yo, is this green and purple shit from GTA Online? Seeing gangs of guys battling it out there in purple and green gangs. Is that?"
That is a thing, but I don't think it's for this.
It's got to do with anything. That okay.
But like that is a big thing. There's green versus purple too.
I love green versus purple. Are you a green man or a purple man?
It sounds like Ninja Turtles having a punch on. Like, is that like? Who's green and who's purple? Is that like it's like east and west? Is it north and south? Is it like a northeast and a southwest? Is like, what are we doing?
So the green versus purple thing originates from GTA San Andreas.
Of course it does.
And it's about a gang from an area called Grove Street. And I don't know where.
Fucking video.
For you changed up.
It's like really it's like a big thing that we all grew up on. Like.
So the gangs are consistent throughout the games?
Yeah. Like you would go to certain areas, there'd be a purple gang, a green gang, a yellow gang, and they'd all wear like yellow bandanas, like purple bandanas, shit like that. But like, it's serious. Like,
there's full websites here.
Yeah, there's full websites. Like the Ballers. So it's the Grove Street versus Ballers.
What the fuck?
And like they're like they've got like a whole description.
It's like a Wikipedia for video games. Talking about the characters. Relax.
The Grove Street families. Oh my God. It's everything. And then you got the other ones.
I imagine like the people who made the games would make this stuff, but like it's just fans.
Fans, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like it's like serious. It's crazy.
Just you video game comes.
It's a whole thing, mate. You know, fuck.
Yeah, I know about that. All right. Well, there you go. Green and purple. All right. You blokes want to do a bit of music?
Oh fuck! Why not?
What do you reckon this week? I did the question. I don't even care.
You save it for next year if I can get it going.
Next year. Because we won't have a battle to talk about. Oh, and we need it for the talk about after the collab.
Yeah.
Let's just double up. What do you reckon next week, mate? How's that?
Oh, I like you.
I like that.
Well, we will.
We can do it. I'm not fucking scared of both of you cheeky fucking cunts.
So, who wants to run through their faves of the new music?
Yeah,
first. You want to do it, Daniel?
I'm down.
All right. Fucking give it a crack, man.
Justin Bieber Tiny Desk. Justin Bieber.
Let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I thought the Tiny Desk was sick.
JV.
Like, I don't really know what to say really about it. It's just sick. I didn't.
Perfect, you could probably say.
I'd say probably 10 out of 10.
Perfect.
15 out of 10
Easily, probably.
Like, he did 4 joints, all from the new one.
And like, I thought it was
truth.
Let's see. This week was really good for music.
This was a great week for music. Mostly because of Biebs, but there were other.
Yeah, Biebs like kind of carried it, but like it was still
the weight were on his shoulders. Like, he was really like
his back was hurting.
Yeah, he was like deadlifting this week's music.
Exactly.
Like, everyone's on shoulders of giants. He is
goodness.
Oh. Alright, sorry, keep going. Okay. We can talk about the Tiny Desk a bit more afterwards.
Yeah, of course. Saba, that Ziploc Rich Don't Stop EP, 2 singles on that was sick.
Yeah. See the video?
No.
It was very average. Just him, one take, both songs back to back, on top of a building in LA, and that's it. He just walked around.
Oh.
Like, not looking at the camera, just delivering. Yeah, it was very. I came up in my YouTube thing today. I was like, I already heard the song, but let me watch it. And it seemed like COVID friendly and lazy, but it's okay because the songs were good. So
interesting, but no, both songs were really good. Just like nice chill vibes.
Great.
Sick. I've never had them before. Personally,
you haven't?
No,
it's good. I think he's from Chicago.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That Zoe Tall Black Guy thing, Hold My Head. That was hard. I was so surprised how good that was.
You don't know who any of these people are?
No?
That's why,
I don't know anyway.
So Phonte is top 5 of all time, top 3, not 3. They're all from the same sort of crew, so Lil Brother.
Oh, okay.
You know rapper Big Pooh, so him and Phonte are Lil Brother.
Oh.
We did that last week, yeah.
And Ninth Wonder.
And Ninth Wonder, but Ninth left a couple that came back.
Of course.
And they're all associated with him. Darien Brockington's a singer that we talked about working with back in the day. Back because when he was in touch with people
as well. So.
Yeah, Muhsinah's another great singer from that. Tall Black Guy, I think, might be a producer. And so was
he's a producer, yeah. Super fire.
That was sick.
What's the band called again? Foreign Exchange.
That's it.
Anyway,
I loved it.
Bit of facts for you.
Love it. Love it.
Snoop
Musical facts.
I thought that was banging. It's like
Uncle
a
Snoop.
song. Like obviously when you see names of like proper old rappers in there, you're just like, but then you actually listen to it, it's actually kind of good. Like, and this is one of them.
That's a fun song.
It's one of them. It's really good. That Wax Tailor and Decent, pretty sick. Like, I like that. It was a good. From what I remember, upbeat.
Yes.
Up tempo. So it was really good. Really good song. What's the one that really surprised me the most? It was
Justin Bieber Justice.
That wasn't surprising because it was obviously.
Of course.
We all knew it was going to be good.
Oh.
Maybe just surprise you that like he could surpass.
Yeah, surpass what
his
I
previous work.
Yeah, literally. That is literally what it was. K Forest.
Yes.
That was
Toronto man.
I don't know who he is, but like it's fucking. That was sick.
I added that last minute. Yeah.
I listened to that and it was like reminded me of the first one. Reminded me of like The Weeknd, kind of, and like the rest of them were just all sick. Like
it's kind of like just melodic rap shit.
Yeah, basically, and he does it really well.
But like not whack.
Not whack, not like.
But it's kind of R&B and kind of rap. It's like really in the middle.
That's why it reminded me of The Weeknd a lot.
Yeah, I see that. The early Weeknd, like not.
Oh yeah. It
back when he was cool. The other day, I don't want to put her on blast, she's going to kill me, but like, Tiff was on a call with a client and I wasn't, and I was just here. She said, hey, we should do something like a little spotlight, like cool pools. And I was like, cool pools. Wow.
You're going to get smacked up.
Yeah, it was good, man.
You're like, come on, mate. It was good, yeah.
Oh,
it was sweet,
so
no
good. Oh my god.
You're going to get elbowed in the face later, dude.
Yeah, I'm totally sleeping on the couch. All right, go for
I'm kidding. If don't smack us.
Rock Abraham, Quarantine Forever. That was sick.
Well hard.
That was great.
That was really good. Like, I haven't listened to Cypress in years. Like,
yeah.
That was well hard, isn't it?
That was their first single back for a while because they did the Prophets of Rage thing.
Oh, okay.
Which is another group, yeah.
Interesting. No, but no, that was sick. And other than Justin Bieber, my favourite album of the week was the Benny Butcher and Harry Fraud. The Plugs. The Plugs are next to, sorry.
But
that was fucking
sick.
Like,
loved
it. So good. It was
to come back to that.
You should do a lyrical breakdown on Benny the Butcher verse, and now we'll show you how to fucking rap. That cunt is he's the best in the game right now. Nobody's touching him with the bars.
Him and Headie.
So clean.
You said that so smooth.
Yeah,
do you agree?
Let's put it back to back. Let's put a fucking a Benny and a Headie back to back. That'll be an episode segment for sure.
Oh my god.
Teach you how to rap,
Benny the Butcher versus
Headie verse. Benny.
They should have verses. I think Headie would go. But yeah, it was good. Very good.
That's everything from you?
That's everything from me.
Solid week?
Solid week. It was great.
Yeah, I thought this was a really good one. No, you run through, man. Let us know your
Alright, I'll fucking jump in, mate.
Top Headie One versus.
Alright. So Tobe, is it Nwigwe? Yeah.
Yes.
Has a song Fresh Air. That's super fire. I love his big gruff voice. He's performing with the Roots. That was out of control. And did a Tiny Desk last year. We talked about like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we talked about it a long time ago. Maybe it was brought up. Anyway, that was amazing. Yeah, it was fire in the booth. Obviously, Justin Bieber. Oh my god. To be honest, man,
that's it.
Like I bangs with Biebs. Like he's a cool cunt. Want to get stoned with him and want to have a nice time. Want to praise all the things with him. But like, yeah, perhaps that. And then like, I just like his bubblegum pop sort of segment. Like he just doesn't grow up with his music. He's still fucking making songs for 12-year-olds in the car. And it's just like, it's whack. Like he had 3 songs that I liked, like the Burna Boy joint, the Peaches joint, the Holy joint, and Khaled was cool. Like we said, the MLK thing was a little misplaced, but also cool to see. But like he needs to grow up with his music. Like the song with like Peaches was like the most like mature sort of evolution sort of song that he had on there. He needs to talk about maybe like something more like his age level, because it sounds like he's just like making tracks for 13-year-old boys and girls, which is fine, but he's fucking not 13 or 12, so he needs to fucking settle. He needs to just adapt more. That's my thing. So like other than that, like I couldn't really do much with the album. I was real like skipping. So I listened to the whole thing, but I skipped mad. So
you like Bieber? No, I'm not liking what he's saying.
You're not liking my review?
No,
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to move along. Saba, I touched on it a little too much.
I respect that. I appreciate it.
So I wanted to give you my 2 cents,
Too much
mate.
negativity. Too much negativity.
All right.
No. I'm joking. I appreciate your honesty, and I think you make some good points. That's why I think he's gonna do the JT. This isn't it, but it's moving in that direction slowly, and I think it's not him.
He's got a couple of hints that it could go that direction. You need to just
go full.
Hang out with sicker cunts. That's pretty much my
let Raphael Sadiq produce an album for him or something like that.
Exactly, that'll be fire. Probably be smoking mad weed, having a nice time.
Exactly.
Saba had that Ziploc Rich Don't Stop song. Like, he's a dope writer. That was fire. Double song was cool to have back to back with the video. Don't see that much these days. The Zoe track with Everyone that we talked about, Hold My Head, it's a funky soulful banger. I love that shit. I'm going to bump that again and again. Lucky Day, Masego, Alex Isley, the Good and Plenty remix. That was cool just to see some new faces or new voices on that one. The Protoje song, that was cool. There's a couple, it was a deluxe version. So there's a couple of songs we heard and covered like a few months ago / almost a year ago. Like, there's songs with Coffee and stuff like that on it. That was great.
What? It was from 2021? I think this album came out in like January or something. Because I checked.
Did it? Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, so yeah, we definitely talked about something from it, and I was like, I recognize 2 songs from it. That was great.
It was last year for sure. So yes, I understand.
Yeah, weird, eh? Yeah. The Wax Tailor and D Smoke thing was cool. Nice little bop. Like, D Smoke sounds a little like Wale a bit, but in a good way, and I kind of was like,
August.
Thrown by
August last year. August last year for this.
August. So yeah, wasn't that long ago.
No, you were right. It wasn't a while ago though. So sorry, yes, D Smoke.
Yeah, so D Smoke was cool, a little Wale-ish.
Yeah, I can see that.
But in like a good way. Not that Wale's trash, but like, I didn't. Yeah, whatever. That was kind of cool. The India.Arie song with beautiful chorus. That was like, super positive, conscious, chill soul tune. Lovely choir work there. The Ant Clemens.
Yeah.
Story of My Life. That was just fucking stupid. Fuck. It sounds like, honestly, Bieber would make a good collaboration with Ant Clemens. That it would be something I would like to see, because like, dope voice. There was a dope beat on that, and it could that could work well together, I think. Anyway, I put that in the notes. You should just tweet him, perhaps. And then is it Kota the Friend and Static Selector EP? That was like hip hop, really dope, crazy beats. All the beats were very similar. I did skip through this one. I want to listen to the whole thing start to finish. It was only like 33 minutes long. I found like a thing. I skipped through because, I was a little late for getting to this list. But at the quick skip through, the beats were so fucking similar. And there's like 3 that were like kind of trappy esque, and they're kind of like fusions, boom baps with the traps in it. So that was cool. Coda sound like dope lyricist, so that's cool. Cypress Hill had a song. I haven't heard them for fucking ages. I was like, how often do you say to your mate, or new Cypress Hill song, have you heard that one? That doesn't happen much. So that was cool, weird sort of song going on. And then the Benny the Butcher and Harry Fraud, the plugs thing, that was cool, standard but really dope. We need to definitely decipher some Benny bars there. And the Joyce Rice Overgrown, that was fucking vibes, dude. Lucky Day. Freddie Gibbs, Esther, Westside Gun, Kate Renata features. That shit is fucked. I'm going to take that slow and steady tomorrow, clean the house, and have breakfast to that one. That's going to be fucking sick. So that's pretty much my top fucking, 12 or something.
Dope.
This was good. This was a fun week in music, man.
Yeah, it really was. This was a great one. I'll finish mine up. You guys typically get to all the stuff that I like beforehand. So
sorry, mate.
No, it's good.
Well, next week you just jump in front of me.
No. It's kind of cool because I can just add a little spice on the top because I don't say it all twice, which is fine, right?
I like spice.
So who doesn't?
I mean,
white people do what? So
that's true.
Obviously, Bieber's album, greatest album of the week. Everything about it's perfect. Doesn't matter what you say.
I mean,
no, you are right. Honestly, I agree with you. It grows on me more after listening to it again today. I was like, no, it's a really solid album. It genuinely is. But like, I think
that's a good point. When you hear his songs 15 times a day on the radio, they do get more. They just get easier to listen to. That's definitely a good point.
like I didn't like the hold on like for that reason that you mentioned. I thought it was too poppy. I thought it was kind of like shit, not whack. I just didn't. I was like, man, I don't want to hear this. Now the more I hear, I'm like, hey, I'm jamming. So I'm like, okay, it's great.
Also, the yodeling song was interesting. Just to jump back into that. Though.
Yeah, that was from last year.
Yodels for a second. Right. Or just he yodels. Just what I'm saying. The boy's got range. He yodels. Just want to put that in there.
Basically, he can do it all. He can do no wrong. The Tiny Desk was super dope because he had a great band and they did 4 songs from it. And that, like, it was like Holy. He did
that was fire.
Peaches. He did Peaches and he played the keys. It was fucking sick. And that was when he did that, we hadn't heard the song yet. So really, really, really cool. The Saba joints were dope. The Zoe with Phonte and everybody was crazy. The Lucky Day Masego, Alex Isley, who I didn't know about, so I don't know if she's related to them, but that was a really dope track. Snoop was fun. Protoje's new one, the deluxe from last year. So I do like that it was like what's that for? That's 7-month delay on the deluxe when it came out. Originally, there was only 3 new songs. So there was like, and they were cool. They were almost two of them were remixes of existing songs. Like they basically sound like they just got a different beat and just remixed it that way. When I say remix, not feature rappers. They still had features and stuff, so I don't know if he added stuff. But it was the same. It was like, I forgot the name of it. They'll say a song called Sweet, and it was called like Still Sweet or something like that. He did that twice.
Right, like a part 2 kind of thing.
Yeah, but they both said still on whatever the 2 songs were. So anyway, I really enjoyed that, and the actual songs were dope, and I just listened to the whole thing top to bottom because I didn't compare them at first to see what the new songs were. I just listened to it all, and I was like, okay, so they're at the end, but it was one of my favorite albums. I've listened to that album like a fair amount of time, so really enjoyed that.
Sick.
Yeah, Wax Tailor D Smoke, that was fun. India.Arie and beautiful chorus song called I Am You're Correct, what you said before. Ant Clemens, by the way, do you know who he is? Do you guys know who Ant Clemens is? So he's like the new Travis Scott for Kanye. So he does all the Kanye stuff, raps and shit, all the
cool
vocals and stuff. So, so it's cool to see his solo stuff. Obviously,
okay, cool.
Yeah, very cool. Rock Abraham, Chris Crack, The Quarantine Forever. Rock is dope. And obviously, I looked at Chris Crack.
I couldn't find that joint.
It was just on Spotify, so maybe he doesn't put it put it out elsewhere. But Chris Crack had. I went through his just to see who he was. And I checked his discography. He just had one of those rappers that just had fucking hilarious song names. Like all of his song titles were fucking gold. I would recommend to go to his. I can't remember examples, but it's worth going to his like page on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, and just like seeing what his deal was. It's pretty funny.
That's what's up.
What else we got here? There, Cypress was cool. The Code of the Friend and Static Selector. Let's listen to that today. My thoughts are that he's a great. I think he's like early 20s from what I can tell. And he has bars. He had amazing positive subject matter, but this particular project, the beats were very lackluster, or at least too similar. They weren't shit because Static is dope.
They weren't shit. They were just too similar. Yeah,
they were just too. Yeah, and I felt like he needed more.
Yeah.
He needed melodic. He's kind of got the voice as like a melodic rapper and shit. So like, he can do a lot more. I've heard of him before, but like last year was the first time I heard of him.
Okay, I'm reading.
Yeah, he featured on a couple of things. Yeah.
Yeah, he features a bunch of stuff, so it's super cool.
Yeah, that's how I heard about him before. But like having a whole project is good to hear.
Yeah.
He really gets his fucking bars out. But yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him over more soulful stuff, so he can do some melodic shit and with more features. I think that would have been cool.
More features would have been fun. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's basically none. I think it was one maybe. Dan just found Chris Crack's song titles. Do you want to read out just some of the key ones?
Hoes at Trader Joe's.
Black people can't be racist.
Fapping ruined my life.
Bitches don't deserve me.
Ghetto until proven fashionable.
Ooh.
Raw sex as friends.
Ooh.
I mean,
epiphanies are important.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Right.
Education is not intelligence.
Soulmates never die.
Chip my tooth eating pussy.
Hey, that is a serious eat fest.
Is this gold?
Lunch. Genius. Who'd have thunk it?
That's insane.
Hardest thing to be is black.
Productively stoned.
Women come first.
Oh god. Comfortably numb.
Okay. Not enough. Never enough weed.
Oh,
that's fucking crazy. That's true.
He has so many songs.
You get the point. New dick. Who dis?
Wow.
That's a good one. Hype beasts ruin vape.
Woof.
Did we say that? Cream pies are consensual. You get the point. That's pretty bad.
Consensual. Wow. I love it. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
but the funny thing is, it's just so consistent all the way through.
And there's so many. Like, there's so many.
You just keep scrolling.
Safe sex saves money.
This is amazing. Hug me till I smell like you.
God.
Call in dead. We always joke about calling in dead.
Oh my god.
Masturbate before making decisions. This guy's actually...
No. Got back with my new bitch.
This is like life
not
advice.
dedications. This guy's a genius. Sandwiches fit in weed bags.
Oh my god.
You get the point. That's what I saw first,
Oh
actually.
my god.
This is just genius.
Honestly, I would recommend, guys, go have yourself a laugh. Get really high and go screw a laugh.
That's fantastic.
I didn't listen to any of the music, but I want to now. Let me just quickly finish this off because it was fucking around. What else we got here? Oh, I forgot about Julian Stone. Well, my bad. Kelly Price, forgot about that too. But yeah, Benny the Butcher, Harry Fraud. That was fucking killer. I really enjoyed that. Once again, like you said, same old shit, but fucking some great shit. And Harry Fraud is dope. Harry Fraud's been doing a few, aside from Currency, he did someone else's album recently. I forgot who it was. It was Jim Jones. And it was fucking, that was dope. And I just feel like Harry Fraud makes everybody sound fire. I think he's like the new, do you know what I think he is? No, he's the new Apollo Brown.
Gotcha.
That's my guess. Apollo Brown is a producer of Mellow Music Group who we've been hearing from
yeah.
And he's a dude who went and did an album for Rascast and Guilty Simpson and fucking...
Yep, everyone. It's like Detroit's fucking...
Yeah. There was more. Yeah, he's from Detroit, but he did albums for like 10 dudes. Like, I think he did an album for Big Pooh. He did like...
Yep.
There was way more people.
Yeah, for Shawn. Like, he's done so many
Sky
albums.
Zoo.
Joey Badass, Sky Zoo. Yeah, everybody.
Like, so I think that like Alchemist's been doing it as well, but I think Harry Fraud's getting into that conversation as well, just producing albums for dudes. And I love that because that's the only way I work. I work with one producer for an album. That's it. I'm never doing an album again. So like, scanner producers, I just don't like it. There's something to it, and I love seeing it. Whenever I see that shit, I get it. I love it. So that was really cool. Joyce Rice, Overgrown was fire. I really enjoyed that.
Super good.
There was a cool song. It was Cardinal, Emmanuel, Jelly Black, and Savannah Ray. Oh, and Susan Carroll called Freedom.
Oh, how was that? Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was cool. It's a really good song. Like, it's more. Like, I didn't even know if Cardi even had the tiniest part, but he's like the lead artist. I guess is the biggest
such
name.
a good song.
Right.
Surprised.
But yeah, Savannah Ray's great as well. So I was excited to hear that. So that was a really cool song, and it was dedicated to somebody. I imagine someone who was murdered by the cops or something. From what I can tell, I didn't look into it. And of course, the K Forest Welcome to the Wildfire was a great album. Toronto dude, just like nice melodic shit we were saying. So, so that's basically it, boys. 142. We got all that crap in beats. Right. You know, we'll save the What Do You Records to next week. So to say on that next week, was like I said, supposed to do it this week, but I wanted to get this bullshit out of the way, which would have been better because we would have spent the whole episode talking about the fucking the Verzuz and stuff. Anyway. So we're doing a collaboration with another podcast. I won't say what it is just yet, I guess, because we're gonna, you'll see. It's like another local podcast from here in Montreal, which is great. They do similar stuff to us, so we connected with them. We're gonna do a part 1 here next week on bad habits, and then immediately, not even the following week, we're gonna do part 2 on their podcast type of thing. So sort of like a back-to-back thing. We'll probably have some recurring things we'll talk about in different ways on both, and save some topics just for one, and the rest of that week's topics on the other. Stuff like that, so
Yep.
We can.
It should be fun, mate.
Yeah, we've never done a collab before. We've just kind of been on our roll. I haven't even bothered to ask people to come on as guests or anything either. So
yeah,
I've been enjoying us doing our shit. So yeah, we'll jump in with them. So that is that. Notion, where can everyone find you online?
At Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At Illnote Studios on Instagram and Facebook. illnotestudios.com. Holla at your motherfucking boy, Dan.
I, Dan Johnson, on Instagram and Twitter, and on Twitch if you want to see on this gaming thing, HTFGXMING. Get at me. Thumbnail.
In it.
Thumbnail. No,
thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
1 second.
The thumbnail, innit? All right, we got it. We got a thumbnail.
Ripper.
All right, you guys can check me out at CWFOR on what the fuck in Instagram and Twitter, and especially go check the Atlanta tweet. It's fucking hilarious. It's so clever. I'm so happy they did that. I want to know the story behind that shit. Yeah, it's got to be something. So guys, thank you all so much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the episode here on YouTube, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell. Both of you.
Ding!
So so you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at The Movement Fan everywhere. Check out the audio. We are on every major podcast platform. Please subscribe, review, and rate and all that bullshit. It helps us a lot. We've been hitting the charts here and there.
Thank you.
Trying to keep it moving. I know there's 800. I think I checked. There's like 2 million podcasts or something now. So it's kind of coming into music artist world where there's like, or it was 2 million new podcasts last year. It was some obscene
stacks of.
There's a lot
numbers.
of motherfuckers, you know. So
Jesus Christ.
Make sure to check that, but that'll help us a lot. We'll be back next Monday. You know, keep following us on Instagram. We always post about 8:30, which is the time we go live. That's it. See you guys next week, mate.
Get a dog up, yeah. Have a good one, mate.
Get a dog up.
Get a dog.
Yeah, get a dog.
Get a dog. Go look it up right up here.
Go get a dog up.
Black life matters. Also, stop the Asian hate. Fuck that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, stop that shit. That'd be a fucking shit cut, mate. That'd be a shit cut, mate.
Yeah, it goes to Justin Bieber. Beach.
Oh.
Yeah, need to be.
Hey. Whoa.
Yeah.
That'd be a shit cut.
That'd be a shit cut.
That'd be a shit cut.